cat up the tree. Oh,
Yo,
man.
this yard is beautiful. I'm not trying to dox these people. I'm not going to show their address, but it's so cool.
Yeah, look at the pirate kid and bike and the kid in the basket.
It's hella cool.
Very cool, man.
Alright.
They even got people inside and tables and stuff. That's very cool.
As you can see, Tandy's loaded up. I'm loaded up. I got my backpack actually strapped to the front this time. Careful. We got people like everywhere around us right now, so we're being hella quiet. Tandy's sitting like that because he's blocking the light. I got this thing set up so that it's like hopefully gonna keep all the light away. My ramen's almost done, and then we're gonna put some water in Tandy's, and we're gonna cook Tandy's up too. We're trying to get the food cooked up before dark so that we don't get caught down here. Yeah, that's good. It's almost there. I'm just trying to get mine hot enough to like cook itself. And then we're gonna have Tandy do his. I'll see you guys soon. Alright. We're gonna pack all this stuff up like we always do. Make sure this whole zone has no food left in it. And then we're just starting to lose light, so pretty soon we will turn in for the night. I'm guessing as soon as the mosquitoes start biting. Yeah, the bug net will be nice. Alright. As you can see, there's no sign of anywhere where we just did the cookout right here. Washed our dishes right there. It's stagnant water, but we're not drinking out of them or anything. Here's my setup. There's Tandy's setup. They're basically identical at this point, except Tandy's got a really plush sleeping bag. So we got Tandy there, me there. We've both had some coffee, so we're probably not, damn it, so we're probably not gonna sleep very much, but we'll be up hanging out and talking. You see anybody? What's going on?
My vibe.
Okay. The road is literally right on the other side of this tree line, so we're trying to be quiet. There's our food bag is up there.
The only reason we can see them at all is because they're moving.
Yeah. Luckily we're back here like super camouflaged. You can't see us at all if you're looking from the road. So we're good. Hell yeah. Alright. I realize you guys can't see anything, but Tandy is over there getting ready. I got my sweatpants on. It's just now finally starting to get dark. There's definitely still some people on bikes, it sounds like, riding over there. And we got people on the road, which is right on the other side of this tree line, but I think as long as we hunker down, we should be good. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear it, but there's some coyotes that just got a kill. They were like howling and fucking making all kinds of noise. Damn it, they quiet down now, but it was hella like a fucking howl and then a bunch of fucking, it sounded like a big group of either coyotes or like one coyote and a big group of dogs. It was crazy as fuck. Alright. We made it, it's about 7 a.m. Tandy's fucking with the lights. You actually can't see our camp at all because it's still too dim under these trees, but the sun is just about to come out and we got our morning coffee brewing. We got what I like to call the morning bravery, which is, you know, once you're done camping, and it doesn't really matter if you get caught because they're gonna kick you out anyway and you're already packing up to leave, so That's that good morning bravery. Okay. Get my cup out and ready. And we're gonna have some coffee and then we'll finish packing up the camp. There we go. At some point we're gonna have to actually pack up the camp and stuff, but we're both like just stoked.
Just chilling, yeah.
It's so cool. So here's me. This is where I was sleeping. I was under there. Here's Tandy. Now Tandy doesn't have steaks yet. I went and spent 79 cents each on some plastic steaks because I'm not very good at carving steaks. But we were able to get, I carved one good one over there for his tarp. And then his other side we just weighted down so it's kind of flat on that side, which wouldn't provide a whole lot of rain cover, but luckily it didn't rain. And then I have his other line, and I just went ahead and ran his line to my tarp so that we have like a little bit of an open spot for him there. And then we were careful not to clothesline ourselves on that during the night. Just finished making coffee. Once the sun is up a little bit more, I'll get one final good shot and we'll pack up camp and we'll see you then.
Yeah.
It's a good night. Ooh-ness, aw-ness, ooh-ness, aw-ness. Okay. So, let's see, what did we have last night? Last night we had folks back here on this road. There was like a couple people. First, there was a light that came from down the road, which is scary because down the road is like miles and miles and miles of logging forest and dirt road. So, as soon as we set up camp, a bunch, like a fucking motorcade of like 4 or 5 cars rolled by, which is very weird because there's a gate. So, they have keys to the gate. A bunch of people have keys to the gate because they got in and out. Then, as we were trying to sleep, there were hella people walking from the dirt side, from the forest side up towards the town, which was weird. We had like a light shine on us.
Yeah, for a good minute, too.
We thought we were fucking busted for a second because there was just lights. And then
even flashing down this way, like they were looking through here.
they were looking at like everything, but they didn't. I think that we have just enough tree cover here that they weren't able to see anything because it's right here. This is where the road is, and the light was coming through these bushes.
We picked a really good spot.
But then they mobbed up the road that way towards town. Then, about an hour later, we see some more lights, and I thought it was coming from the same spot at first. It looked like it was, but it's because the way the mist works at night, any light in the air catches on it, so we just saw light up here, and we thought it was coming from the dirt road. It turns out it was coming from town. They were going down the dirt road into the forest, and I heard one of them say, they're like trekking, and I heard some gear kind of jostling on their back, and I heard one of them say, well, it's a good thing that we both have blank. And I was like, okay, they're camping. So I was like, well,
cool, because we know that there are other people just trying to do the same thing we're doing. Not trying to cause any chaos or want anything other than to just have a night in the woods.
Not out here trying to like do drugs and freaking start fires or nothing. We're literally just trying to come out and commune with nature and have a nice sleep in our swinging hammock forest.
I think being in this cavalcade of trees really felt.
This is really cool.
It's super nice.
I've got some ideas about other places that we can go in this area, but it's funny because I'm not sure like if anybody's watching our YouTube videos or not. I feel like part of me was thinking like Sheriff Hansel's watching this like, those goddamn kids are out there camping, but also like, what are we doing? We're fucking hanging in hammocks quietly all night. Right. No fire, no nothing. The fires that we make are little tiny fuel pellets that we're cooking with, and we're making sure that we're both got eyes on it at all times.
Yeah.
Like,
there's no way anything's gonna happen.
Yeah,
to destroy any of these.
So technically, we are not supposed to be here. This is stealth camping. We are going to break down the camps, but I just wanted to make sure that I got a couple good morning shots, because as you know, I love making these videos. This is actually one of the things that I really like doing, is coming out and camping. Let me get another shot so you guys can see everything. Okay, so let me back up so you can see it from far away. So here's what I'm working with. I got my tarp that I string up long ways. It's an 8x10, so I give it the 10 feet that way, and then I give it the 8 feet as a roof. We actually just figured out that you could tie a rope into these knots and tie it around the tree, and you could keep it taut there too. So we might start doing that. But I wanted to give you guys a quick hammock tour. Tandy's got his coffee for the morning. All right, let's get under here and see what we can see. Okay, so as you can see, I went ahead and bought this for $4 at Grocery Outlet. Now this is a typical auto shade for a car. You know, you put this in your, you've seen these, you put these in your windshield to keep the sun out. But I figured out that they're waterproof, which is good because your butt's gonna get sweaty in a hammock every time. But they are perfect to block the wind. So I now have my, let me get my light on it for you.
Open the hammock too, and that's might be why I want to get, because they kind of help.
They do. They keep the hammock nice and flat. And then I just got that. Right now I'm rocking a 40-degree sleeping bag, which actually I need to take out and dry as soon as I'm done shooting this video. But what I'm gonna do is definitely get one like Tandy has, because if I have one like Tandy has, then I'm not even sure. Maybe I probably will still use the pad, because the pad's definitely helpful. This hammock, by the way, is by Light Ahead. It is probably my most recommended hammock because it is only $18.80 from Walmart. I went ahead and got it on the website, and I highly recommend it. You're going to want to get tree straps because the straps that come with it are pretty shitty. Yeah, and don't let FedEx fuck you like they did Tandy, because Tandy's took forever.
It took a month.
Now Tandy, as you can see, pretty much the same setup. We've been rocking the same shit. So we got these tarps from Picky's camping outlet store, which was great. These were only, I think, like $10, which for this tarp is perfect because you gotta have some camo. I think this is probably part of what saved us last night.
It really kept us from being seen.
I was worried about people seeing the bikes because the bikes are over there with the blue tarp, but that's okay.
Well, we kind of had it flush behind some greenish trees and some.
So here we got Tandy's setup. Tandy's, you can see, he's rocking this really cool, like, military style, super cush, like 0-degree sleeping bag that's ready for anything.
I was able to lift it above my head and then pull the hoodie part over my head and pull the straps, and it completely closed in around me.
Perfect.
And I just laid in warm in my little...
Hell yeah. So Tandy with his 0-degree sleeping bag actually didn't need a pad, but normally I would recommend a pad because this parachute material, it's literally nothing. It's basically just you're floating on air. Tandy sleeps with this on his chest, which I think is dope. You can see it's a mighty longin', which I like. I'll show you what I did. I was over here. Where am I? Did I put it? Did I get it out already? I probably already got it out of my sleep. Yep.
It's in your back.
Yeah. I was rocking this. Just in case we got this. Tandy's got one too, and he gave me a couple BBs for it, so I got the BBs in here. And yeah, this was cool. I figured on the one hand, I can pull a BB out, have it ready, like by the time I'm out of my hammock. Then on the other hand, there's 3 metal BBs in there right now, and it actually sounds like a decent bear rattle. Like if there was a bear coming and I just went, that might freak it out enough to think that it was like a rattlesnake or something. That shit's pretty cool. Yeah, you want to take a couple shots with these things real quick? Alright, so I'm like convinced now at this point that the people that were walking down the road last night walked a little ways up that way and then cut into the forest, and they camped right over here because we've heard a couple sounds over here that are either like an animal that is strangely staying in one place or some people that are over there camping. And if so, I gotta say, thumbs up to them. They're probably being quieter than we are, and they can probably hear us right now, and they're probably like, God damn, these fuckers are not as good as we are at this, but
that's okay. We're not professional.
Also, we're making a YouTube video, but as you can see, Tandy's backpack, Tandy's sleeping bag. My bag, my backpack, my sleeping bag, the pad. Literally, let's do one final little walk around so you can see. There's absolutely no trace that we were here. This is what you have to do. Now, this is the takeaway lesson from all of these videos, and I want to make sure that everybody fucking gets really clear on this. Stealth camping, absolutely fucking awesome. Worth doing. The rule is that you have to cover your tracks. You cannot make it look like you were there at all. At all. So.
The most we did was take a couple branches off some trees to
Yeah.
open up a way, but that is it.
Yep.
There's no garbage, there's no damage. We
Yep.
didn't dig into the ground and create any kind of
Yep.
problems for the roots.
All of our garbage is in that gray bag right there. And as you can see, these are the trees that Tandy was between. There's nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. These are the trees that I was between.
Held me well, and I think
Yeah. Other than my bags here, there's nothing. So that's the goal. So remember that, stealth campers. You guys get out there, have some fun stealth camping. Yeah.
stuff.
Underwood.